So, Farah and Ellen, with so many big players out of contract this summer, we thought we'd play a little fun game of stick or twist. Okay, so we're going to go straight in there with the rumours surrounding Georgia Stanway moving to Arsenal. Are you surprised at this one, Ellen?
No, I'm not surprised. I thought maybe she should maybe stay at Bayern for maybe a couple more seasons, but you know, she obviously wants to come to the WSL, try another challenge. Exciting one, obviously, with Arsenal. I think she would offer something different in that midfield. A bit of a terrier, loves a tackle, doesn't she? But yeah, I think she would offer something different in the Arsenal midfield, and an exciting opportunity potentially for her.
Is this Arsenal trying to look more to the future now, maybe transitioning away from the great player like Kim Little and what she's done for this Arsenal team, Farah?
I mean, maybe. I actually think Georgia Stanway is a lot more versatile in that midfield than actually we perceive her to be. I think, as you mentioned, she's that little terrier and does like to make those challenges. But actually, she's actually a smarter player than we probably give her credit for, because she plays alongside Kira Walsh at England. But watching her for Bayern Munich, she really does control those central areas and can get goals. So she's a fantastic signing if they are to get her. I think maybe in the longer term, yes, it could be a potential replacement for Kim Little. Certainly not in the short term.
Okay, so to wrap this one up with Georgia Stanway, are we saying this one, are we twisting it's going to be a good one, or is it going to be a risk?
I think it'll be a good one. I think exciting. Her back in the league.
Oh, great to have her back. It will be fantastic for Arsenal to sign her. But maybe just hold out, weigh up your options, see what other teams are doing in terms of what's coming in and out, because she wants to be in a winning team.
Okay, moving on.
Agent Fara.
Okay, let's move on to Manchester City now, and Bunny Shaw, who is on fire, but potentially could be out of contract. Could her head be turned?
I mean, the fact that we're going into the last, 5 months of a contract with your top goal scorer for the last 3 years, in my mind, is bizarre. I mean, that should have been wrapped up ages ago. So, yeah, it's bizarre that, you know, her contract is running down and there'll be options for her come the end of the season. I'm sure there'll be every team across Europe and the world that will want to sign her. So, yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely wild. For someone of her calibre, her clinical edge, the reason I would say that Man City probably haven't pushed Chelsea as much as they would have liked to is because Bunny Shaw has been injured for a number of the seasons. That's how good she is. She creates goals, she scores goals. They've got to sign her. They have to, because another European team are going to jump on that straight away, and she'll be phenomenal wherever she plays.
Name me a better striker, goal scorer right now in Europe. I reckon you can't.
Do you think?
I reckon, and that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm surprised that actually she's running, her contract's running down to what Manchester City, they have to do better.
Do you think if Bunny Shaw was winning trophies on an international level, that actually she might get the recognition that she deserves, Farah?
I reckon if she was doing it at a Barcelona, for example, she would get it. But I think because Manchester City hasn't won, European football, and they've been out of that for a while, haven't won, 10 years now, they haven't won a WSL. So I think that's the reason she doesn't get the recognition, as much as it is that Jamaica are a nation that compete at the high or the latter stages of tournaments.
Okay, so Bunny Shaw, stick or twist?
Twist.
Twist, to go somewhere else?
Go and win some trophies, twist.
Go for it.
I like this game.
Although Man City will win the WSL this year.
We want her here. I want to watch her every week.
Champions League, she could do that elsewhere.
We've seen Manchester United activate a 1-year extension to Ella Toone. We know she is Manchester United through and through, but do you think potentially it's time for Ella Toone to be spreading her wings and maybe looking somewhere else?
No. Miss Manchester United. I think, clubs, I think that, and we see it here with Kim Little, I think you need players that know the club inside out. And when you're bringing all the recruitments in and different players from all over, somebody that really understand what it means to represent the club. And it's key for them that they sign Ella Toone, and hopefully she stays there and has that legacy with Manchester United.
I think as well, it's clever from Manchester United. They've lost some massive players in previous years from a free contract as well at the end of the season. So potentially, I think they've obviously want to keep her, but then it's that people have to pay big money if they want to obviously get her out of the contract. So it's smart in that sense, but she is Manchester United through and through. She's a phenomenal talent, and they would want to keep her, and you want her in the WSL. She wants to be playing Champions League football, and they're bringing a lot of new faces in as well. So it's almost like a transition for them. Well, it looks exciting for them.
So do you think that you continue to build Manchester United around a player like Ella Toone?
I would. You can see when she performs, she absolutely loves the club, and she's key. She's a big game player. When Man United have been in big cup finals, we've seen she's the one player that will turn up for you and try and perform and try and get something out of nothing. So yeah, I think it's really important.
Okay, hypothetically speaking though, if Ella Toone were to leave Manchester United, what other team does she fit best into?
I reckon Real Madrid.
Oh,
Yeah,
with
I reckon-
Caroline Weir.
Yeah, I reckon.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think she'll go to Real Madrid, but yeah, I mean, yes, she's a Man United player.
Okay, so I think we have the answer, but stick or twist for Ella Toone?
Stick.
Okay, we are at Stamford Bridge, so let's talk Chelsea. Lucy Bronze came back into the WSL. Everyone was happy to see her, but her contract is up for renewal this season, at the end of the season, I should say. Does Lucy Bronze move somewhere else? Does she stay at Chelsea?
Well, they brought Ellie Carpenter in, but they seem to be working well together. Obviously when they played the 3, and then obviously in a back 4 as well. She wants to win trophies. She still wants to play. She looks fit, physically ready. She wants to dominate all the trophies. I don't know where she would go. I would expect that she would want to stay here. She obviously wants to play in the World Cup as well. She wants to win another trophy with England. So I think this is a great place for her. But I don't know if where would you think that she possibly could go?
Yeah, no, that's something I would agree with. I think, what is Lucy, 33 now? And I just think, to go and move again, whether that be again in England or abroad, is quite difficult. And then to prove yourself again at those levels, when I think Sonia knows her levels here at Chelsea, knows the importance of her, knows how important, her mentality is and how that rubs off on the whole squad, whether she's starting or not. So it's important, I would suggest, for Sonia to get the contract out and offer her one.
She's already said that she wants to continue playing at the highest level, which equates to playing every single week. So if you're starting to build a Chelsea side and Lucy may have a different role, does she want to stay as a player then, maybe?
I think that's something that she can only answer. I think from an outsider or somebody that, all of us have played with throughout her career at some point, knows how competitive she is and knows probably at this stage, is she going to want to take that role of, bit part player? Probably not. She wants to probably end her career at the top, competing, for every minute of every game. And I'm thinking about myself, and I probably wasn't as competitive, and I probably didn't have the same mentality. I didn't want that role. Mm-hmm. When you've played for a team and you're regularly starter and you're an important part of that, to get to those, 30 plus and managers start to go, we're going to sit you here and, but we need you in this area. It's not a nice role to take on. Only some people could do that role. I wasn't one, and I wouldn't suggest Lucy could either.
It's a massive mentality shift, that one. When you've played week in, week out, you've dominated in terms of trophies, you've won the Champions League. Yeah, and that's so hard. She seems to fit in well with the systems here, and it seems like Sonia Bobatov really likes her, that take care of her, obviously physically as well. I think it's a good place for her to stay at the moment.
So we stick in or twist in with Lucy Bronze?
Stick.
Stick. Guys, I like this game. We might come back to it in the summer.
Yeah, I was going to say, when is it finishing?
We are finishing now because it's Fara Williams' birthday tomorrow and she wants to go and celebrate. So we are twisting ourselves out of here. Thank you very much.